Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, nako, magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN dito po sa Immigration Corner. Happy Thursday ho. No? Medyo maliwanag pa. Nakikita niyo sa likod ko, maliwanag po. I'm so happy, glad to be back. I was not here last week. Na-miss ko yung ating kumare, katandem, kumpanyera, yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. But I'm sure it was a great program, syempre, dahil in good hands ho kayo. But pagka siyempre hindi kami magkasama, nagkakamiss kami. I miss her pag wala siya. She had an emergency last time. And then ako pag nawala, parang kulang. Medyo may kulang. Masaya pero kulang. But anyway, magandang happy Thursday ho. Kung episode ngayon dito sa United Kingdom, kung kayo ho'y nasa ibang bansa, halimbawa nasa Southeast Asia, madaling araw, no? Depende kung nasa kayo, no? Advance ng 7 hours na ngayon dahil ano ho ngayon, nag-BST na ho kami ngayon dito sa United Kingdom. Every year ho, 2 beses ho, nagbabago ang oras namin. Pagka Setyembre, nagiging 8-hour and time difference. Yun ang regular na oras talaga. Standard, British Standard Time yun. Pagka summertime, springtime, mga March, September nga ba? October. Anyway, pagka March nga ba yun? Or April, March. Basta twice every year, every 6 months apart yata ang diferensya. So ngayon, meron ho kaming British summertime. Ang ibig sabihin, yung oras ho namin, nag-move forward. So pagdating ho ng alauna ng madaling araw on a Sunday, tatalon yun sa 2 o'clock in the morning. Ganon din ho, pagdating sa September, pagdating ho ng alas 2 ng madaling araw, babalik yung oras ng isang oras. Pagka autumn, winter time. Anyway, happy Thursday. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. For those of you who have tuned in for the first time dito sa program, ito po ang Immigration Corner on a Thursday night. No? So, doon ho sa mga merong gusto malaman tungkol sa immigration dito ho sa United Kingdom, this is the best program, the place to be upang malaman ninyo kung ano po ang mga solusyon o yung mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa immigration dito po sa United Kingdom. So invite your friends, your family, panoorin ho, baka kayo ay concerned dito sa mga pinag-uusapan ho namin dito. Okay, tonight, ang topic natin paki-flash nga direct, no? Ang topic ho natin for tonight is about children's best interest in immigration. Yan ho, pag-uusapan natin sa gabing ito. Siyempre, pakilala ko na yung pinakamamahal nating star ho ng programa natin dahil siya ho ang eksperto kapag ang pinag-uusapan ho ay immigration. Wala ho tayong alam dyan meron tayong paunti-unti, pero sa kanya ko rin nalalaman because kumbaga sa klase, basta perfect o maayos ang attendance mo, pumapasok ka lang, maski paano, may makukuha ka. Maski paano, yun ang turo ng teacher namin Kailangan pumasok lang kayo, maski paano, ipapasa ko kayo, dahil maski paano, may matututunan kayo. Siya po ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors, ang pinakamamahal natin, Brains and Beauty to. And ito ang may honor, no? Merong ang tawag dito, honor and ano ba? Siya ho ang unang-unang Pinoy o Pinay o Pinoy o Filipina na dahil in general na siya ang unang-una, no, sa mga Pinoy na naging solicitor dito po sa United Kingdom. Mga kaibigan, ang ating pinakamamahal na abogado ho, ang ating eksperto ho sa immigration, walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday.
Sonny, happy Thursday. I missed you, no? Good to have you back, no? I love the background, yung background mo.
Oh yeah. I missed you too. First of all,
it's great.
Yeah, it's a roundabout somewhere in southeast England. At hindi ko pa masyadong nire-reveal pa yan dahil, teka muna, dapat dito pala nasa harap. Hindi ko pa nire-reveal yan later on. Pero I'm here, based here at the moment. And all of our neighbors, no? Neighbors tayo. Dahil ikaw Richmond, ako nasa kalapit lang, no? Andiyan sa Barnes, Sheen, Roehampton, Putney area. Pero andito lang ako. It's a nice background that I enjoy every morning. Pag, ayun, pinakita ni Direk, no? Parang may zoom in. Ayun, no? Ayun, may mga sasakyan. But I missed you. Oh yeah, I missed you too. I missed you really. I missed you too. Iba talaga pagka magkasama tayo because it's fun in a way, no? And we talk about a lot of things. We talk about our dogs. As an extra doon sa ating immigration corner. Yes, oo. Malaki na si Snooki ko. She's turned 7 yata. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months na siya ng April 17.
Wow.
Oo. Wow. Baby pa rin.
Bilis. Ang bilis, no? Bilis.
Si Watson, ano na yata? Ilang taon na ba si Watson? 9 years old ba si Watson? 9?
Yeah,
tama ba?
9 years old. Yeah, actually, 9 years old. Ngayon, actually kanina nga lang, no? Kanina nga lang hapon. I had to take him to the vets. Tapos kinolekte nga namin. Yeah. So, meron siyang rayuma, no? Pero malala na yung rayuma niya. Both front legs nga, unfortunately, no? So yung tuhod niya, no? Tuhod ba? No, hindi tuhod.
Yeah.
Elbows, no? So unfortunately, it's quite bad. So
naalala ko kasi.
Kung mang nangyayari sa kanya.
Hindi kasi sabi mo elbows. We brought Snooki to a place yata, kami. Sabi niya, feet, you put in the feet, no? Yung parang, para sa ano niya, yung kung saan may lalagay yung ano ba tawag dito? Yung lead niya, yung lead ba? Lead ba tawag dito? Ano ba tawag dito? Lead ba? O yun. So, ang tawag dito, sa'yo, sabi mo elbow, dahil iniisip ko, yung front niya, doon isusuot, ang sabi nung batang tendera ba tawag doon, dispatchadora, yung feet daw, sabi niya feet. Ang iniisip ko feet, yung hind, yung low, yung doon sa baba. Tapos ang iniisip ko to, kamay Kaya nung sinabi mo elbow na because if these are feet, hindi na elbow yan. So we have the same thinking na ito ang kamay niya, parang elbow yan, di ba? Ganun. Natawa ako nung dahil sabi, we should put in the feet. Anong feet? Feet pala tong unahan. So, okay. So I have to get around the idea na fit daw yung sa kanila. But yeah, may aso ritong neighbor kami na bulldog na ganun din, may rayuma. Yeah. So mahirap, no? Paano? How did you know? Hindi makalakad? How did you more or less the reason why you brought him to the
yeah.
Anong dahilan na notice mo?
Yeah, Yeah, well, about 2 weeks ago, no? So we took him to just the dog pond. No, meron sa yung nasa reach mo, dami mga just a bit of water there. Anyway, we took him to the dog pond. Tapos naglalaro siya with others, no? Tapos biglang when he got out of the water, para bang pilay, no?
Okay.
So anyway, got taken. We took him to the vets. Tapos he had to have painkillers. Tapos nga ngayon was the further checkup nga. Tapos the X-ray him. I mean, it's amazing yung ginagawa nila para sa mga aso. May X-ray, so they had to sedate him so that hindi nga siya nagwawala when they X-ray him. So they X-ray him. Tapos they see there, like with people, no? Nakikita nila yung itsura ng buto mo it's very strange. But yes, doon nila nakita nga may rayuma siya. And it's quite bad, unfortunately. So it means every month kailangan siya may injection.
Yung malaking bagay sabi mo, 'di ba, insurance, 'di ba? It helps a lot, 'di ba? Kung babayaran mo lang direkta, mas mahal. Pero ang aso ba, yung mga pets, no, yung aso, do they increase in price ba as they grow older ang mga aso? Kunyari, let's say for example, hindi ko pa kasi na-insure si Snooki. Oh. Pero ang aso ba, when you had Watson ba, ano ba yan? Lumalaki, nag-increase ba as they age? Kunyari, nung 1-year-old si Watson, mas mura ba compared to ngayon? Ang insurance, insurance.
It goes up a little bit.
Insurance.
Yeah, but not much. So it's a proportion nga, no? And I tell you, Sonny, gawin mo. You really must get insurance, dog insurance nga. Dahil hindi na nga natin alam kung mangyari nga sa kanila. Itong rayuma nga niya, he was a bit lame nga before. He needs injection, he needs X-rays, ganoon. Thankfully, no, it should be covered by some insurance. Otherwise, ang mahal.
Teka muna. Do you have to pay? Do you have to first pay and then they reimburse you, or is it automatic? Well, but where do you bring him? Vet sa isang vet, no? And when you go to the vet, you don't shell out anything. May nilalabas ka mapera?
No, kailangan ikaw muna magbayad. Up to certain point. Tapos you then claim it back from the insurance. So they will write to the vets, or they email the vets at nila, okay, they want to know, what further information nga, and then after a few weeks, then they pay up. Hopefully.
Okay. So sabi mo, Sonny, very importante yung insurance. Siyempre, of course, mahal, no? Kaya that's the reason why we have insurances, no? Yung cost nung nasa ballpark figures. I mean, if you don't want to say the exact amount, in the past mga vet consultations or vet cases or injury or whatever, mag-average ka, let's just say, how much would be the cost of yung kunyari kung wala ka insurance, magkano binabayad normally babayaran kapag ganun? Give ballpark anything that you require. Yeah. Okay, sige, go ahead.
So if you look at nga yung X-ray, tapos mga gamot niya, no, just nga for today, tapos can't remember what else they had to do. Quite a few things nga today, no. And of course, because he was he was lame, normally they would charge something in the region of 800 pounds doon.
Okay, wow.
In one go.
Right.
So so hopefully nga hopefully nga nila sa amin.
Nag-cross the mind ko kasi I was driving around this area, Southeast England, and then you know at kakahanap ko, I went to this place Newham, parang inside of the Newham parang shopping center or may veterinary hospital. Nagulat ako, animal hospital, nagulat ako. First time ko makakita ng animal hospital, as in hospital, na dedicated to animals. Nagulat ako, sabi ko, wow, hindi pala biro. I was about to give up. Actually, 1 week, I was giving up on the dog. My partner said, no, give it a month. ano na ngayon, no? Siguro 5-6 months na ngayon na yung aso na sa akin na. And I've grown to love the dog, no? Dahil may mga antics yan eh. Yung mga, nakakatuwa. Ginigisi ka, katabi ko matulog every day, every night. Ang ritual namin, attorney, is I wipe her paws every night. Patimpot niya, bum niya, ganun. Before she hops onto the bed, hindi pa pwede siya yung tatalon lang siya sa bed. So, pulas ako ng mga paws niya. Alam na, marunong naman. Pati ilong niya, pati eyes. Sabi ko, eyes. Oh, ayan. Nakakatuwa lang. You can't talk to them. You talk to them, pero you can't talk. As in, syempre, you cannot hold a conversation sa kanila. Wala namang, kaya lang, yun nga, parang, it's a feeling thing, you know. Yun ang cuteness, no? You try to communicate to each other. She will bark. Ikaw naman, you'll try to figure out, no? Ano yan. So, anyway, yeah. Wait, attorney, ikaw, how any movies, any upcoming mga Formula 1 or anything na pupuntahan?
Oh no, I mean, not at the moment. Talagang busy nga kami. I have so many. I have so many hearings going on at the moment. It's mind-boggling, no? So but that's good, no? It means that things are being are finishing at least, no? Dahil maraming mga tao nga, maraming mga kliyente na naghihintay sila, and they've been waiting months. If some of them, over a year, naghihintay nga kami for the hearings to take place. So they're all beginning to be listed now. Yung nga lang, sabay-sabay. That's the only thing that concerns me a bit. Dahil nga, it would be nice if it's say, one a week nga, or twice, not nearly every day. So at the moment we're really, really busy. So yeah, no time off, we have bank holidays. Tatlong bank holiday natin, di ba? In May, no? Because we have the coronation also.
Oh yeah.
So,
teka muna, attorney. Tanongin ko lang, curious lang ako. In your job, your work, have you ever been called in the middle of the night because probably a client got arrested, or in the middle of the night, gabi na, or too late, has it ever happened to you? Sa ganyan bang line of work, hindi naman, medyo may oras naman, tipong nasa daytime yan, or early evening, or yan ba even very late, say 1 o'clock in the morning, do you get called, or parang people need your services? Ang immigration ba, any time? Clients get arrested or something?
Absolutely. Sa amin, we have a system nga. So what needs to happen is yung client namin o mga kaibigan nila o mag-anak nga, they leave a message on our special voicemail nga. And I have a habit, unfortunately, and I have to I check my emails, no, especially nga yun. It gets emailed to me, I hear it. So sometimes it gets emailed to me at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I listen to it. If it's urgent, then it needs to be action nga. So the time na wala nga ako, that I couldn't make it, it was, I got a late call. Well, it wasn't so late, but I got a late call from kapatid ng kliyente ko, and unfortunately, she had issues. So I had to deal with the matter quickly. And it was all fine in the end. Yung nga lang, it was, of course, nakakatakot. So yeah, no, sa amin, it can be anytime. Yeah, it can be anytime.
Yeah. Siyempre, nakakatakot siya, because you feel na, because baka makulong ka, or you broke the law, and so on and so forth, diba? And also, like we were saying, everything is anchored, your hopes, your dreams, your future is anchored on the eventual regularization of your stay in the UK, diba? So because you can start a new life, you equate it, diba? Kaya nga sa America and dito, diba? The land of green, ay sabihin, ano ba? Land of milk. Ano ba? Basta, diba? Green, pastures or whatever, ganun. Hopes and dreams are born from all of those efforts in trying to hurdle the immigration obstacles or mga, di ba? So, yeah. Okay, topic natin sa bata. So, bata pag-uusapan. Ngayon, no? Yan ang topic natin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yung topic nga natin.
Yeah, go ahead, attorney.
Yeah, so ito, children's best interest. It's actually, no, as you say, Sonny, it's with immigration nga, it has a major impact, no, in every aspect of someone's life, likely. Dahil nga, your liberty, your livelihood, no, family reunion. So talaga, it is. As a client said to me before, may problema nga siya in immigration. Sabi sa akin, it's the first thing I think about in the morning. It's the last thing I think about at night. And I think for a lot of people nga na kung meron kang immigration problem, kasi it impacts on every single aspect of your life. Especially po kung may mga bata, no? Dahil hindi ka nga alam, kung mag-isa ka, at least some of my clients say, well, kung mag-isa nga lang ako, at least alam ko yung buhay ko. Walang umaasa sa akin. Pero kung may mga bata, no, that it makes an issue even a difficult issue even worse. Then nag-aalala ka, especially mga anak mo, no. So pag-uusapan po natin ngayon, it's actually there's a new case, a 2023 case, only a week or so old, that dealt again with the issue of children's best interest. So I thought, pag-usapan nga natin. Because it's actually quite an important aspect. Kung meron kayong mga bata, tapos gusto nyo magpasok ng application. So, as usual, I'm looking to make it nga practical. So, kung meron kayong application or you've had a refusal nga, how do you best deal with the children, best interest aspect? How should you put it forward in, say, yung statement nyo, legal representations, or indeed the appeal document and the skeleton argument that goes before the court. So yung pag-uusapan po natin. So malaking topic and hopefully it's interesting to many.
Okay. May nagpapatanong sa akin, mabilis lang siguro, attorney. Siguro mamaya na lang siguro pag may topic na doon tayo sa questions, no. There's something about yung pinanganak dito, child, ganyan, no. Do these children get automatically a citizenship in the countries? So in that, say for example, nakapasok, buntis, nanganak dito, yung mga anak magiging British, pag nagpunta Amerika, halimbawa, doon nanganak, magiging Amerikano na ba kagad, no? May US citizenship. So yun siguro ay tanong natin sa iyo, attorney, a lot of people are doing that one attempt na thinking, yung concept nila sa isip nila, pag nakapasok ako sa, kunyari, Amerika o sa UK, buntis ako, ipanganak ko ron, yun ang hope ko. Na yun nga, maging citizen ako or maka-stay ako, maging regular ako doon. So yan, pwede natin itanong siguro sa attorney yun, no? Maraming nagpapatanong yan. But in the meantime, so yan, mamaya tatanungin natin yan, sasagutin ni attorney. In the meantime, doon sa ating konting batihan, no? We have, of course, we acknowledge the bragging rights yan eh. I am the first, no, to say hello to on the program. Di ba? Tama yan, attorney, di ba? So, ayan. Okay, we're gonna have ito na. A bumper natin na direct. Sige, go. Okay, ayan, tuloy-tuloy. Pagkain ang ating programa. Doon sa mga nakatune in sa ngayon, first time, ako po si Sonny Laragan, kasama ko po si Attorney Lira Simon CABATBAT, and we're talking about Immigration Corner dito po sa United Kingdom. Okay, sino kaya? Tama. Yan, tanong mo. Sino kaya? Ikaw tagahula.
Bragging rights, I think si Oliver Fernandez. Our friend from across the pond, yeah.
Oh, look forward also. Oliver, dahil ko din yun. May kwento. Okay, Marian Galicia Panero.
Yes. Hi, Marian.
Yes.
Yeah, hello po. Magandang gabi, sabi niya, no? Yeah. So she's actually, si Miss Paner, he is often, no, he probably has the highest first batian rate of review. I would say, no, if we, I'm going to start making keeping records,
okay.
Miss Paner. Yeah, hi Miss Paner. Yeah.
May journal tayo.
Hello po, magandang gabi, Kuya Sonny. Yeah. Hindi pa tapos.
Wala. Ayan,
Kuya Sonny, Attorney Lira, at sa lahat, happy Thursday po, and stay healthy and stay safe always. God bless us po. God bless, Miss Paner. Hopefully you're well and you had a good Easter.
I hope you had a good Easter. And we're, April na, mamaya, May na, matatapos na,
Yeah.
half of the year.
May
Tapos
na.
mamaya, Christmas na. Bilis ng panahon, no? Okay,
Sonny,
sino pangalawa?
ang bilis.
Yeah. Yeah, napakabilis.
Okay.
Napakabilis.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I think I'm
Sino sa pangalawa?
I'm sticking with Oliver.
Oliver.
Ata.
Okay, Oliver, tingnan natin si Oliver. Oh! Ayan! Okay. Wow, ito na, may kwento.
Yeah, so,
Ito kaya we look forward to his ano.
Yeah, I love
Oh.
this man. Ang ganda ng mga kwento
Yeah,
niya.
oo.
So, good evening,
Yes.
sabi po niya, no? Attorney Lira, Kuya
Hmm.
Sonny, Derek Pao, and the rest of Filipino TV Europe. Good evening po, Oliver. Bad
Good
case of
evening.
bad case of palpitations last Monday.
Monday.
1 minute, I was
Oh.
putting IV access on a patient's arm. The next minute, I
Oh.
needed one myself. My
Ay,
goodness,
oo.
such is life. However, I wouldn't give our favorite Thursday learning program a miss. Oh, Oliver, kamusta ka?
Wow. Are you at
Bakit?
home?
Are you okay?
Are you at home ba or are you still at work?
Yeah.
Saan ka ba? Well, imagine you're putting the intravenous, no, doon sa IV sa pasyente. And then, isa rin pala, no, right after palpitations. But carry on. Well, included sa prayers natin sa Oliver because he's also struggling in life sa kanyang, di ba, kanyang situation. But carry on. Matibay, no? Matibay si Oliver, no?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
Si Oliver,
yeah, well,
he's
to be honest, Oliver, para sa hindi naman pwede na rin, no? Ikakatuwa niya. I look forward kasi he tells us something. He tells us a story. He tells us a sliver of anything in his life, di ba? So, yeah.
tama. Yan nga.
Maganda. Oh, we look for, di ba? Ang dami natin nalalaman sa kanya. And sometimes when he messages us, minsan nasa holiday siya and he wouldn't really miss the program, di ba?
Oo.
No? In
Yeah,
the middle of
he's a
his
good
holiday. He's a good man, yes. We love him. We appreciate him, no? And we pray for you. I mean, everything's okay with you health-wise, Oliver. So,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Let us know.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being
Oliver, let us know, no?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. Palpitate. Nurse kasi yan From Scotland to, ano ba pangalan nito? Sa di ba? Washington State siya, di ba?
Washington.
Oh.
Yeah.
Washington, state, no? Mabuhay ka, Oliver. So, correct. Tama ka, at least, attorney, sa second, no? Si Oliver. Ayan.
Yeah.
Sige. Sino pa susunod mo? Sino?
Pangatlo, and this is I think si MM Giling. Nakita kami
si
kahapon.
MM
So, I think
Giling.
MM Giling.
Wow, si Emma Giling, Nandito na ba? Bumalik na?
Yeah.
Oh, Edgar!
Oh, I missed you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Si Edgar na-miss
So,
natin to.
Yeah, love this man. Yeah, no,
Yes, I
magandang
love
gabi,
this man.
sabi po niya. Pusin yung lahat. Yeah. Naway dapuan.
Naway, malalim yan, Tagalog.
Dapuan. Yeah, kayo.
Oo.
Yun na nga siya. He's such a poet. Dapuan kayo ng
Oo nga.
ating bat. Na nasa mabuting kalagayan. Deep Tagalog, Happy Dagdag Kalaman Day. Hi, Attorney LC, Derek Pau Pau, DJ Sonny, and lovable Snooki, the cutie. Tama ka. Kamusta, Edgar?
Okay, wala ka na si Dina. Asa ba si
Na-
Smokey? Ito pala, nandito sa baba.
Nandiyan ba siya?
Oo, nandito, natutulog meron siyang maliit
Tulog ba siya?
na
Oh, good.
bilog na parang bed niya na. Oo.
Mm-mm.
First na binili namin yung kanyang parang furniture, mahal din yung mga 400, 500 pounds yung yung parang furniture na
Yeah.
yung hihiga lang siya doon. Pamaya,
Oo.
kunin natin one time siguro, i-post ko
A
yun.
few hundred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grabe,
Hi,
grabe
Edgar.
yan. Edgar, thank you, Everybody loves Edgar, parang everybody loves Raymond Palabas. So everybody loves Edgar. Masyado matulungin yan dyan sa kanilang area, no? Sa Darby. So mabuhay ka, Edgar. Thanks for messaging us and letting us know that you're there. Okay, uy, si Ma'am Cora. Ma'am Cora.
Hi,
Ma'am
Ma'am
Cora,
Cora.
mabuhay.
Yeah. Yeah, hello. Sabi po niya, no, Sir Sonny, Atty.
Oo.
Direct Pao, at lahat. Masayang gabi.
Hmm.
Love, Tita Cora Cardola. Hi. Hi, Ma'am Cora. Hopefully you're well. Ang lamig nga ngayon, ano? I hope ka. Nandito ka sa UK, I hope.
Na-mistype niya yung Cardola, pero sa una, Cora Carsola, Cardola, no? Oo, Ma'am Cora, mabuhay. Hindi, siya na-mistype lang niya. Pero okay naman yan. Magmamadali siguro si Ma'am Cora. No? Oy! Si MM! Ayan, si Emma. Oh. Emma! MM,
Yeah,
mabuhay ka.
MM. Yeah. Miss Giling is lovely. So, good evening po, sabi niya sa lahat, Sir Sonny and Ma'am Lira. Happy Thursday. Anong ginawa niya kahapon? Binigyan niya ako ng bagong alamang. No?
Wow.
Nagdala. Kahapon, I couldn't find, sabi ko nga, I couldn't find any
Nagugutom
mangga,
tuloy
no?
ako.
Yeah.
Oo.
So, as a substitute, in a poor substitute, I got some Granny Smith's apples, no? Di ba, it's a little bit sour, no? So, yung bagong alamang, tapos a little bit of vinegar, and yung Granny Smith's apples. So, thank you, Miss Giling. I've started the bottle.
Okay.
Galing pa yung
ano yan? Yung mga galing sa Pilipinas? Galing sa Pilipinas. So,
yeah.
namimiss ko na. Bagoong, because I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost a lot of, and I've done intermittent fasting at saka yung aking diet. Lately, inano ko muna, parang break muna sa diet ko. Ano kinakain ko ngayon. But because before, it was just purely fats and ano ba kinakain ko? Avocado, nuts, yogurt, Greek yogurt, pistachios, no? Yun lang ang kinakain ko, attorney. And I started losing weight because I was eating more. Yes, pero ngayon nagkakakain ako dahil especially itong bank holiday. Sige, okay lang. It's like when I was in Italy, because I already, kumbaga, I know how to get in and out, yung body ko nag-adapt na. Mas kumain ako ng napakaraming pasta, walang effect Because my body has already reached the stage na, which is good, ano naman, I hope hindi ako magbalik ulit sa dati. Yeah, si Analu pala, attorney.
Analu, hi, Analu.
Analu, mabuhay. Ang ganda ng photo.
Yeah, kamusta po? Yeah, hello. Amazing Thursday, sabi niya. Amazing Thursday evening, Atty. Lira, Kuya Sonny, Direct Pao, and to all viewers, keep safe, everyone. To you, you too, Analu, no? Ingat ka.
Yes, ikaw din. Lahat tayo, ingat tayo.
Picture niya.
Ganda photo niya. Ayan, and looks very young, very beautiful, no? Si Analu, no? Mabuhay, Analu.
She is.
Oh!
Si Edgar. Hi, Edgar.
Wow!
Yeah. Ka-birthday ko. Ka-birthday ko si Snooki.
September 17 si Snooki.
Edgar.
Oo nga. Imagine, September 17. Ka-birthday mo ba si Snooki, no? That's quite interesting. Ang dami natutuwa ba? Sabi niya, cute daw na pangalan ng aso nga dahil Snooki. Iba kasi Maggie, Oscar, ganun ang mga pangalan ng mga aso, no? Pero si Watson, okay naman si Watson. Hindi naman masyadong common na pangalan yata Watson, di ba? Except dun sa...
not so common.
Is it? Not so common, di ba? Hindi ka mga what's your name? Dog's name?
Not so common.
Greg, aso, Greg. Meron ba kung pangalan mo? Meron ba kung pangalan natin, Sunny, at saka Lira, biglang aso. What's the name of your dog, Lira? What's the name of your dog, Sunny? Di ba? Yung Snooki, not a common name kaya tuwan-tuwa sila Uy, Lizzie Hobbs. Uy, Lizzie, mabuhay
Hi, Miss Hobbs. Yeah, kumusta? Kumusta ka, no? Good evening, sabi ko niya. Yeah, Atty. Lira and Sir Sonny, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday po, Miss Hobbs. Hopefully you're well and hopefully you're inside. The weather today. Napansin mo ba?
Yeah, go ahead. What about the weather?
Yeah, no, just to say nga, we had everything today. Mainit, kaninang umaga. Kinda, no? It was
You're
sunny. Right. Yeah, tapos,
yes.
It got a bit colder, mahangin. Tapos, as I was going out of the office, Umuulan.
Umulan.
Hopefully you're inside.
Umulan pa.
Yeah.
I was doing something actually. I was trying to. I was trying to learn. The funny thing about my life, everything. I'm actually in my 60s now. No, a lot of things that have happened to me, a lot of things that I've learned, all happened in my 60s. I learned how to play golf. I learned how to cook. You know what I'm doing now? I'm trying to do backsplashing. Backsplash is a term used when yung sa kitchen mo, lalagyan mo ng tiles. I've never been a tiler. I've never been a handyman before. But now I'm beginning to learn it, and all I had to do was just go on YouTube, and I'll probably share a photo of what I've done. Sana no, ano pa lang, 30% done pa lang. Yeah, but the fact is, it's the first time. I dreaded doing yung carpentry or whatever. Pero ngayon, okay lang. It's quite an experience, no? So, yeah, first time ko mag-tile ng kitchen, they call it backsplash. Yung bang sa kitchen kasi, di ba, parang pag nagluto kami, mga fats na pupunta rin yung oil. So, nilalagyan ng tiles. And I am doing that at the moment. That's my project.
Wow.
It's quite challenging
you're
because
talented.
I've never done it before. No. Hindi naman, ni YouTube ko lang, YouTube. Ngayon, you know what? Nowadays, may mga bata attorney na magugulat ka, ang gagaling mag-play ng guitar, no? Mag-play, no? Samantalang before, when we were starting out, we'll have to needles pa yung record ko, ipa-play pa na, ulitin namin to be able to get, a particular, di ba? Nowadays, yung mga bata, ang gagaling na eh. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi the people who composed the songs, who made the songs, are now on YouTube and teaching you how they did it. So it's not easier. You can just follow now, no? Kaya magugulat ka, wow, ang galing ng bata, no? Pero hindi mo alam, yung palang original na nag-compose o yung artist is now on YouTube just telling how I did it, no? And people are just copying it now. So alam na YouTube, social media, Facebook, di ba? People earn money from it. Uy,
no, tama ka. Tama ka, sorry. Don't.
So, yeah.
Hi, Bennett.
Donna Bennett.
Yeah.
Kilala mo ba ito?
Po,
Kilala mo si Donna?
sa inyo. No.
Do you know Donna?
So, Donna. Oh, no.
Is this the first time?
No,
Bago ba?
No. Pero ibang apelido niya ata as I know her.
Okay. Donna, mabuhay. Ganda. Bennett, parang si Tony Bennett, yung singer. Yeah. Di ba? Tony Bennett.
Oh, yeah.
Gigi. Oh, yeah, si Tony Bennett. Gigi Elampa.
Yeah, of course.
Paano yan? Elamparo. Paano yan? Elamparo. Minsan yung stress eh. Di ba?
Tama.
Kamukha rito. Laragan. Laragan, di ba? Laragan dito sa UK. Sa Pilipinas, Laragan.
Yeah.
Kung medyo, Laragan, di ba? Depende. Ano ka ba? Gigi Elamparo? Well, anyway, let us know. Si attorney, basahin mo. Sorry.
Gigi, anyway. yeah. Good evening, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny, sabi niya. Yeah, good evening po, no? Happy Thursday, all viewers. God bless everyone. And of course, also Direct Paula, no? Tama ka. Kamusta, Gigi? Hopefully you're well. Yeah.
Yes, lahat tayo. Yes.
Yeah, hopefully you're having a good day.
Yes. Hopefully you, I'm sure kung nandito ka sa UK na ganun din ba, na-experience mo yung na-experience namin, no, na iba't ibang weather for today. Tama ka. It was around 17, 18 degrees kanina. I was driving. And then, when I started continuing the work, biglang umuulan. Kasi kailangan nasa labas ako. Tiles di ba? Yung tiles, pagka inano mo yung tiles using a grinder, yung mga dust.
Oo.
So, yun. Tapos biglang naulanan ka.
Yeah, but meron have a mask, no? So when you're doing
mask, yes. At saka also the ice,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, ayan. Okay. Wow. Enrico.
From Vienna.
Wow. Yes, kilala ko to. Nurse to.
Kilala mo siya? Enrico Rojas, yeah? Greetings from
Vienna.
Yeah,
well, I met him.
Doon ka nakatira, Enrico?
Yes, sa Vienna nakatira si Enrico. I interviewed him before during the time of the pandemic. And we had a segment of my show. I think we were doing daytime. Na yung mga nurses all over Europe, we guested them on the on my show.
Mm.
So yeah, and he was one of them, no. So yung mga success stories nila, how they were able to hurdle it. Kasi sa UK, okay, sa US, pero in some parts of Europe, it's a struggle to be a nurse. It's difficult. It's not easy. Dito, there's a demand for nurses, pero doon, you will have to be probably fluent in the language, and that's one hurdle, a big hurdle to overcome. Dito, English, okay lang, di ba? And don't if you want to be a nurse in say France or Spain or you have to be fluent in the language, di ba? Paano kung di ba?
Yeah.
Ano ka pa, hospital, demanda ka pa, oy.
Yeah, it's not easy. No, it's
Not easy.
Oh, look, Edgardo.
Si Edgardo.
No, you have to take
Asan na kaya yan?
I met actually someone. I was buying something tapos in Germany, no? Pinay siya, and then she started speaking in German. It's very strange to hear.
Ay,
I don't know why.
Attorney, nawala. Si attorney.
I found it
Direct,
strange nga.
nawala yata si attorney.
Sorry, bigla ako nawala.
Ako ba nawala?
Narinig ako?
O siya nawala?
Yeah, narinig kita.
Wala akong maano, nag-freeze sa akin.
Oh,
Ha?
okay.
Okay po kayo pa rin.
Yeah.
Nag-freeze.
No, I think
Attorney, nag-freeze.
okay ka.
Okay
Okay
ka
sa
ba?
akin.
Okay, ngayon, nag-freeze sa akin saglit nawala. Nawala for a few seconds, siguro mga 5-10 seconds. So, yeah. Okay, attorney, sorry, sir, as you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was just saying quickly,
Edgardo.
it's very, it's Edgardo, no? Hi, Edgardo. He's like,
You were saying?
another
Yeah.
one of my faves, it's Edgardo, no? So it's, cold, tama siya, cold Thursday, Mr. Laragan, Attorney Lira, and hardworking, tama ka, Direct Pao, and to the viewers, no? Work from Canary Wharf today. Oh, for you. Northern Line going to South Moody. It's not that busy. Talaga. Not that busy, Looking forward to lots of learning again today. Thanks, Egay the guy. I love this man.
Yeah, that's his YouTube, ilagay ko natin.
Yeah.
Nasa YouTube yan. That's his,
Love
Egay the guy, Okay, all right.
Egay
the guy. Mabuhay, Edgardo. At least nasa bahay ka na. And tama, it's a cold Thursday, thirst for knowledge. And the thirst of knowledge of ours is kind of cold, no? Umulan pa. Tama si attorney, no? Iba-ibang weather for today. Okay. Yun na muna, attorney. Mga pagbati natin. Tapos kung may mga questions o kaya mamaya pagdating natin sa question time, itanong ho ninyo, no? In the meantime, we're gonna have a short break, and when we come back, yung topic natin, direct paki-flash mo nga lang. Iti-discuss ni attorney, no? Itong children's best interest in immigration. So wag mo kayong aalis, saglit po lamang at pag-uusapan ho namin yan at tatalakayin ni attorney saglit po lamang.
Mula doon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, balik ko tayo sa ating programa. Ito po ang Immigration Corner. Ako po si Sonny Laragan at syempre kasama natin ang pinakamamahal nating abogada. Walang iba kundi si Attorney Lira Simon CABATBAT. Happy Thursday once again, Attorney.
Happy Thursday po sa inyong lahat, no? It's good to be back and good to have you back, Sonny. Missed you a lot last week.
Yeah, missed you too a lot. Syempre, no? It's masaya. We have fun when we do this together. Okay. Sige, Attorney, yung topic natin, sige, take it away. Children's best interest dito sa immigration. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so ito pong topic nga natin ngayong gabi. So, children's best interest in immigration. Now, it's one of those topics nga that has been that's always the subject nga of changes and also so may mga panibagong mga kaso, dami-dami nga, no, at saka batas, no. So cases obviously shape the statute also. Now, one of them, kung pag-usapan natin lahat to do with children best interest nga, we'll be here the whole night. So let's focus nga mainly on one thing, and this is a big thing pagka meron kayong mga bata, you're making representations, you're preparing your application, you're preparing your statement niya, or if you've had a refusal and you're looking to appeal. One big thing that the Home Office must look at, must address kung may mga bata is something called Section 55, no? As I say, maraming mga kaso and of course mga batas. So Section 55 is under what's called the Borders, Citizenship and Immigration Act 2009. So the section itself is called Section 55. Makikita niyo yon mainly in decisions of the Home Office, yung mga sulat na kukuha niyo ron. Let's read. Let me read to you. It's quite brief naman ang sabi ng Section 55. So sabi doon, the Secretary of State must make arrangements for ensuring that the functions mentioned in subsection 2 are discharged having regard to the need to safeguard and promote the welfare of children who are in the United Kingdom. Okay, maigsi nga lang yun, no? But it actually includes quite a lot of things. So, unang-una, sabi nga nila, no? Safeguard and promote the welfare of children. Ha? So, ibig sabihin, kung kasama ng kaso nyo, may mga bata kayo, ibig sabihin bata under the age of 18, okay? Then, it is to safeguard and promote the welfare, the Home Office, no, have an obligation to look at their welfare as a first, if you like, primary consideration, yung tawag, primary consideration. Not the only consideration, but primary. So yun pong unang kailangan nilang tignan. So they can't simply ignore it. They must have regard to it, no? Now, pangalawa po doon, according to that, so have regard to the children's safety, promote their welfare. So what is in their best interest? It's their primary consideration. Okay? Yung unang kailangan nilang tignan in a case. On top of that, it's really mainly to do with children who are in the United Kingdom. Nandito na sila, sabihin natin, nandito kayo, wala nga kayong visa, o may visa kayo, pero wala kayong visa, meron kayong anak nga dito, o sinama nyo sila dito, o dito sila pinanganak, and they're under the age of 18, and you want to make an application, no? So they're in the United Kingdom, there's absolutely no doubt Section 55 needs to be looked at. But what happens kung wala nga sila dito? Sabihin natin nasa Pilipinas sila. Gusto niyo mong kunin yung mga anak mo nga dito. Would Section 55 still apply? the answer is, well, the Home Office, ang batas sabi doon, they should still, yung immigration officer nga, the Home Office, or any immigration or caseworkers should also have regard to Section 55. So although Section 55 nga is focused on children in the United Kingdom, hindi ibig sabihin na hindi nga nila kailangang tingnan yun. They have to still apply the spirit, that's actually how it's put, apply the spirit of the statute. So kailangan pa rin nilang tingnan. So any letters, any letter of decision nga, say coming from abroad, especially if it's a refusal nga, should still really have regard to Section 55, even though yung bata nyo ay nasa Pilipinas, no? So those are the two. So Section 55, as I say, best interest, no, primary consideration. Now, ano bang ibig sabihin yon? Unfortunately, it's not defined, no, by the act itself. No, well, actually, in a way, it's fortunate because it means it is it can be looked at according to, you know, what's the situation at the time. But as is the case nga in the UK, it's you have to also have regard to what they call mga kaso nga common law, no? So anumang kaso to do with it. In recently called RDM, no, against Secretary of State for the Home Department 2023. So it's only actually a few weeks old. They also again looked that case also looked again at Section 55 and how important that is, no? So how would you know? How do you know that the Home Office has looked at Section 55? Easy, no? It would be in their letter. Okay, so and unfortunately, it's all too common that it's in a refusal letter. No, it should, of course, it would also be included in a grant letter, but especially important nga if it's in a refusal. Makikita nyo doon, and there's a usual clause that simply says, you know, the Secretary of State, having had regard to Section 55 of the BCIA, tapos lagi nyo say that, no, if it's refused, ganoon, they've looked at it. No? Now, on its own, kung yun nga lang sasabihin nila, that's not enough. They actually have to say, if they've looked at it, why it is that they've refused it, kung na-refuse nga. No? So it's easy to see if they've dealt with it, even if it's only nga just that section. Kung hindi nila, kung may kasama yung application, yung may bata kayo, pero wala nga yung clause na yun, nasabi daw would considered Section 55, that could be part of your grounds of appeal. No? Now, just on that, what do you do? How do you put it forward kung yung may bata nga kayo and you want to address the issue of Section 55? Well, now ito. So kung sa application nyo, no, kung magpapasok kayo ng statements, hopefully, no, because statements I've said to everyone nga before, importante po yung parang affidavit, no. Sasabihin nyo doon, kukwento nyo doon, ano bang buhay, sino, ano. So if you're looking at Section 55, dami yung mga bata nga, why do you say that it is in their interest or in their best interest, no, to stay in the United Kingdom? So you don't necessarily have to mention the word Section 55 of BCIA, but kailangan yung lagay po, no? Why do you say, so kailan sila pinanganak, no? Ano pangalan nila? Kailan sila pinanganak? Saan sila nakatira dito? May sakit ba sila, no? All those things must come into your statement. Kailangan yung lagay doon why it is you say that it is in the child or children's, no, best interest to remain the United Kingdom. Kung lumaki na sila dito, for example, no, dito sila pinanganak, o may sakit sila, kailangan nyo doon ilagay. So you should include always, kung meron kayong mga bata nga, Section 55, but to not forget it, mention it, no, Section 55 BCIA. Kung kukunin yung mga anak nyo sa atin, no, mga bata ay nasa atin, still mention Section 55, even though strictly speaking, it's not applicable because, of course, it's to do nga with children in the United Kingdom. Because sabi nga batas the guidelines, they're supposed to have regard to the spirit of Section 55, no? So why do you think na maganda nga in their best interest that the child should come and join you in the UK? So kung magulang nga kayo, why would you say that? may nag-aalaga ba sa atin, no? O nawala na ba yung nag-aalaga? O matanda na, no? Kung nanay, tatay yung nag-aalaga, tumatanda na nga sila. You want to bring your child in the UK. On top of that, of course, importante nga sa inyo that there's that you reunited, no, with your child. Lagay niyo po, no, lagay niyo sa statement niyo. Importante din po yung section 55 to do with appeal. So if you are in an unfortunate position nga where you've had a refusal, no, kung nandito nga kayo, or indeed even if the child is abroad, you can still mention it, but more so kung nandito yung bata, no. It must be one of the things in your appeal skeleton. Kung hindi na nga nila hindi nila tinignan maigi. Because sometimes, and this is unfortunately something I encounter quite regularly, with refusals nga. They just mention, we've looked at section 55, pero yun lang, yung sinasabi nga nila. If that's all they've done, they've just said we've looked at section 55, but not really, no. So hindi nila tinignan yung statements nyo, hindi nila tinignan yung medical report ng mga bata, for example, or any additional letters in support, then say so, no, in the skeleton argument. So sabihin nyo nga doon, the Home Office, the respondent in this case, failed to properly consider section 55 of BCIA because, lagyan nyo doon, no, no regard was given to witness statement, no regard was given to the length of time ng bata nandito. But it's for you, of course, to submit the your argument, no. It's not for the tribunal to try and get you to make your case. It's for you, kayo nga ang appellant, no, and certainly you will be the applicant. You need to make your case. So kung may mga bata, it is so important, no. Do not forget, kahit nasa Pilipinas nga sila, still make representations based on this section 55 BCIA. And just as a reminder, sabi doon, no, the Secretary of State, that is the Home Office nga, no, must make arrangements for ensuring that the functions mentioned in section 2, immigration and everything else, are discharged having regard to the need to safeguard and promote the welfare of children who are in the United Kingdom, no? And that is that's statute based. So ibig sabihin, they have to look at the children's best interest and regard it as a primary consideration, not the only consideration, no? Pero kailangan nilang tignan. So it can absolutely make or break your case. And as I've said before, no, importante po, preparation. And if when you're preparing your case nga, if it's an application o kaya it's representations, no, yung statement nyo, or indeed on an appeal, no, at whatever level, mention that, no, section 55 to do with children. It's a very important piece of legislation, and it could, as I've said, make or break your case. So don't forget it.
Oh, okay, ayan, no, don't forget it. Ako, medyo ano pala yan, medyo may komplikasyon, no, komplikado na konti, no, attorney, no, itong children's best interest. Ayan. Okay, well, dito na ba tayo? O shall we go doon sa mga questions natin, attorney? Attorney, yung question ko kanina, may mga nagpapatanong. Kunyari, yan bang concept nila, is it totoo ba? Sabihin mo kung ito'y parang hindi realistic, no? Yung merong iba mabubuntis, the reason why, siguro ipanganak ko yun sa UK, makalusot ako sa immigration, ipanganak ko sa UK. Ang bata ba pagka buntis ang isang, kunyari, Pilipina, no? Kababayan natin, buntis, dumating dito, nanganak, pwede ba silang manganak in any hospital, maski dumating lang sila, say for example, as a tourist, or for some reason, nakapasok sila, and although walang regular na visa, posible ba yung bata ba will they get citizenship straight away? Yun ang mga tanong nila.
Oh, yeah, it's actually a fairly, it's a fairly common question that I get asked a lot. So the quick answer is no. So it changed in the 1970s, no? So before that change nga, kung dito pinanganak ng bata, then they would be British. Pero ngayon hindi na po, and it's not been the case for like 50 years now. So kung dumating kayo dito, sabihin namin buntis kayo, no? Dumating nga kayo dito kayo nanganak, no? Yung bata, kung turista ka nung pumasok ka nga dito o wala kang visa, no? Ibig sabihin yung bata, yung status mo makukuha niya. So Pilipino siya, kung Pinay ka nga, no? Pilipino siya, and then yung nga, kung wala turista ka o wala kang visa nga dito, yung bata nga din, kahit nga pinanganak siya dito, hindi siya British. Now that can change though over time, no? So sabihin natin dito pinanganak nga yung bata, tapos natagalan nga kayo, 10 taon na siya. In that case, kung dito siya pinanganak, matagal na, tapos 10 taon na siya, then he or she, yung bata nga, can make an application for registration. So ibig sabihin, ma-register nga siya dito, then the child becomes British. Hindi ibig sabihin na bigla kang masasalo, no? But you would have, of course, a case that meron kang yung anak mo nandito nga, British na nga siya. And of course, kung nandito siya 10 years, then likelihood is you're at least here 10 years also. So it may mean na yung kaso mo din, yung visa mo, you may also get that potentially regularized, no? So with time, it could be that the child born in the United Kingdom becomes British by way of registration. Pero kung yung nga lang, kapapanganak nga lang, that's not the case. Unless one of the parent is already British or with indefinite or settled status. Opo.
Matagal na pala yan, no? 50 years na pala, attorney, no? Yung konsepto na yan, no? Noong araw, no? They would allow, no? A child to get a British citizenship, no? But that was long ago, no? Yun kasi, I know somebody who, a doctor, who went to the US thinking she was taking her yung medical board exam, and then when she buntis nahalata ng immigration officer, and then she was refused entry in the United States, no? So ayun, dito ba magagawa din ba ng mga entry officers yan? Like for example, if they noticed somebody who's pregnant, pwede bang sabihin, hindi ka pwede pumasok dito, ganito, ganyan, dahil buntis ka? Has it ever happened? Have you heard of anything? Ako, I know that sa US, ginawa nila yan. Pero dito, because supposedly to come in to take the board exam, medical board exam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I must say dito, I've not come across a situation that usually on its own, no, kung buntis ka, on its own, that should not really stop you from coming into the United Kingdom, because so what, no, buntis ka, you want to take up, you want to study or you want to take up your exam here, tapos babalik ka nga sa atin. Now, it probably is a question of context. Kung interviewing ka, tapos malaman nga nila o nagdududa sila, and they think, okay, papasok ka nga dito because you want to simply give birth in the United Kingdom, then likelihood is hindi ka papapasukin, no? But otherwise, they should let you in. Doesn't matter, no? If you kung buntis ka o hindi.
Okay. In the course of the interview, well, upon entry, no, pag nagduda po pwede, but not because buntis ka, no? But it could also be a reason why na nadagdag na lang siguro by medyo dubious yung mga sagot mo, a reason for staying over or for coming over. Doon pa lang. Pero at the face of it, kung buntis man, hindi dapat parang human rights na siguro yan, di ba? Parang, porka buntis ako, inaano mo ako. You're singling me out, no? So, ayan. Okay, may mga questions tayo. Let's go ahead to the questions, attorney, no? Sige, direct, let's have the first question, please.
Oh, okay. Galing po to kay Mel. Mel with an H, Mel B, no? Good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I-ask ko lang po, kung gaano pong katagal pwedeng magstay ang British citizen husband sa Pilipinas. Thanks in advance, Mel. Actually, Mel, good question, no? It's of course to do mainly with yung Philippine immigration law, but ito po. So unang-una, I think as I understand it, Sonny, I think I'd be corrected by you. I don't think you need a visa, no, to stay in the Philippines for. I think is it 30 days ba or is it 90 days? just as a normal tourist. Yeah? Now, pero kung matatagalan siya doon, no? As I understand it, he would need to make an application. It's a 13A visa. So una is a probationary spouse visa, which then is for 1 year. And then I think after that, you can then apply for a permanent spouse visa. So the equivalent, I suppose, of indefinite leave to remain. So kung hindi naman kayo matatagalan, so we're looking at a holiday. As I understand it, it is actually, I think it's the normal type of visa. Is it I can't remember. Is it 30 days, Sonny? O kaya is it 90 days? I think it's 30 days. Hindi mo kailangan ng visa, no?
30 days ba?
Is it 90 days?
Hindi ko masyadong sigurado. Yeah. But it's quite interesting to know because syempre, we have a lot of kababayans who are married to not only British spouses, no, but foreign spouses, and that would become a matter of I think to know because syempre, you would like to know how long your spouse, no, be it man or woman, kung sino man, a wife, kanyan, na magstay, no? I don't know, pero sabi mo may 1 year probationary spouse visa, tama ba yun? So 30 and then okay.
Yeah. So I think that the position would be so 30 days. I think that has not changed. No, 30 days nga hindi mo kailangan ng visa sa atin. And then you can, I think, apply to extend nga. Pero kung talagang matatagalan kayo, so so I think here we have the 1 year, no, spouse visa, probation. I think tawag nga probation spouse visa. And that is for 1 year. Tapos, pagka matatapos na yon, you can then change that to permanent. So, may permanent resident nga siya. You need to be able to show that the relationship nga, of course, is ongoing, and it's a valid marriage, no. So, but that's not automatic, Mela. No, that's actually an issue that some of my clients have had in the past. Akala nila automatic. No, you actually, in fact, have to make the application and you have to pay the fee. No? And I think actually, I don't think it's changed. Even though indefinite ka na, no, the permanent resident ka, I think you still need to. You're still required, or your husband will still be required to report to the authorities. You know, the NBI atang tawag pa sa atin, no, every 5 years, even though he will have then. The equivalent to indefinite leave to remain. So, but yeah, so hindi automatic. So Mel, kung yung plano, you need to make the application.
Okay. Ang problema lang yan, kung yung spouse na gusto mong bumabad na ron, no? Ikaw naman gusto mo bumabad dito, yan ang problema ngayon. Kasi enjoy na ron. Hindi na kayo magkasama, no? Maraming cases na ganyan, mga spouses, they find the Philippines, mura, at magandang yung climate, and then they want to stay there forever, no? Tapos nakakalimutan na itong UK. Anyway, okay. May tanong tayo sa comment section ba? Direct? Sige, sa comment section, meron tayong question. Sige. Si Edgar Duway.
Oh, okay. Galing kay Edgar. Totoo bang may bagong na naman sa immigration at airport at may dagdag na naman sa shortlist occupation dito sa UK. Oh, Edgar, it's the shortlist occupation list is always changing, you know. So it changes really on a weekly basis. And so at the moment, for example, bricklayers are on the shortage occupation list, no.
Really?
Carers, no, the care visa. Yeah, bricklayers, welders, no, on the shortage occupation list. So a lot of people actually in the construction industry. The usual thing, of course, of nurses, they're perpetually on the shortage occupation list. I don't think I've actually ever known a time when nurses are not on the shortage occupation list. The care visa should now have expired also. Dahil nga it was only in play for 1 year, February to February, April na nga tayo. So no, tama ka, Edgar. There are always, always changes to the shortage occupation list. What I'll do is I'll look up for you, Edgar. No, for next week nga, I'll look up actually the recent additions, because there are additions like nearly every week. Also, of course, occupations are also taken out. But yeah, so yeah, no, it's not unusual. Tama ka.
Well, you caterers, yeah. No, pero nagulat ako, bricklayers. So the UK is hiring, minsan nasasama sa shortest list yung mga bricklayers, welders. So I hope
Yeah.
sana may Pinoy na nakarating dito. Maganda, that would be quite interesting kung merong Pinoy na bricklayer na nakarating o di kaya mga welders, no? Ang alam ko, welders very much in demand sa Europe yan eh. Because there are a lot of things to weld
Yeah.
everywhere sa Europe, no? And yeah, maganda rin ang sweldo din ng mga welders, no? Bricklayers. Ngayon ko pa lang naranasan ano pangalan nito, yung tiler. I don't know kung kasama yung bricklayer sa tiler, no? Tiling, no? Yung mga tilers. But yeah. Okay, well,
Construction.
siguro, attorney, pag kami na balita kang updated na yung mga jobs na more or less papasok ang Pilipino, if we can update them siguro, so we can tell them from time to time pagka bagong list. How often does sabi mo weekly, they come up with a list every week ba? Ganun ang ginagawa ng home office?
It changes all the time, no? It changes all the time, and it's really not unusual to have additions or take or occupations taken out. It's very common for one day nandun yung profession, and then the next is not there anymore, o kaya nagbago yung income, no? It's they hike it up, for example.
Okay.
So it's the list of shortage occupation list, and generally the list for those people who are looking to be coming to the UK to take up employment always changes.
Ayan. Okay. So yeah, nagbabago. You can also check it out na may immigration saan pa nakikita normally yan, attorney?
It's on the Home Office website, but for
Home
you,
Office
Edgar,
website.
ang gagawin ko, certainly, so next week I'll make a note of occupations that were recently added to the shortage occupation list. So I'll do that.
Ayan. Yung mga recent additions.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Next question time. May question tayo. Direct. Classic. Ang ganda naman ng pangalan ito. Classica. Okay. Go. Yeah.
Ayan nga. Classica B. I've not come across that. Classica, no?
No, yeah.
Wow, good day to you both. Yeah, love it. Yeah. Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny, we're planning to go to Paris in June. Lovely. For my birthday. Oh, even better. We just moved here last March. Okay. Yeah. Okay lang ba? Hindi po aabot sa 3 months yung UK bank statements ko upon application, since bago pa lang po ako dito. I'm also full-time mom, so unemployed. What other bank statements can I use? Possible po yung kay husband ko po. Thank you so much in advance. Classica. Love that name. Classica, no? Classica. Now,
Classica.
pwede mo gamitin yung Classica. Pwede mo gamitin yung bank statement ng husband mo. In fact, you should, no? Dahil wala kang trabaho. So it would be an application to the French authorities nga. You can apply for a Schengen visa, no? Ang gusto na makita, minimum 3 months. Now, kung kadadating nyo nga lang in March, April, May, June, it could be na you're a bit short. So ang payo ko, provide it anyway, pero dagdagan yung sulat just to say you only arrived in the UK on whenever it is in March, and you're providing bank statements, UK bank statements from the date of your arrival, no? So the closer you are to the 3 months, because the rules actually provide, the provisions actually require 3 months Pero hindi yung bank statement mo bibigay mo, yung bank statement ng asawa mo, and also of course yung pay slips niya, and also don't forget sulat galing sa kanya to say he's the main provider nga, and you provide he pays for you have rent, you have, so he supports you, he maintains you, no? But yeah, so it's fine. Yung nga lang, bigay mo yung bank statements sa asawa mo as close to 3 months as you can. Payslips, huwag niyong kalimutan. Tsaka kailangan din kontrata, no? It doesn't even matter if you're only going there for, a long weekend. You need to provide it. Otherwise, they will refuse it. It's mahigpit sila, especially the French authorities. So make sure that you satisfy all the things that they require. No? Make sure you tick all the boxes, and hopefully you have a good time. No?
Yeah, yes, tama. Well, bago ka lang eh. You're sa husband mo nga, no? And hopefully sana maging successful and you can celebrate your birthday sa Paris. Happy birthday in advance, no? Malapit na, 2 months from now. Ayan, well, ganun talaga, no? Birthday, love, and then they want to be in Paris. Maganda naman kasi ang Paris. It's really, really a wonderful city, no? Except for yung mga, yung mga, I don't know kung na-experience mo, attorney, yung mga nangihingi ng pera, yung mga, ano pangalan ng mga lahi na yun, yung mga lagi silang nandiyan, nangihingi, yung mga bata, yung mga, gypsy, Romanian, mga gypsies, mga gypsies, yung mga tsaka pickpocketing at lahat. Pero it's a wonderful city. Kaya lang, hindi ka mukha na London, mas safer pa compared sa Paris. Okay. Next question tayo. Okay, sige. Next. Ayan, okay. Thank you, Classica.
Okay, galing. Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay,
they keep us informed,
Len.
Classica, no? Galing po to kay Len. Len M, no? Hello, everyone. Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I want to seek advice po with regard to matter about filing a divorce. Oh, it's always sad, no? We broke up about 3-4 years ago. I can't remember the exact year. My ex-husband is a British citizen, and we got married in the Philippines. I already talked with an attorney, and what he said is that it's easier to file my case if I'm in the UK dahil hindi daw po recognize yung paper namin dito sa Philippines. Okay? If I'm going to file divorce in the UK, ano pong ang mga need kong gawin and paanong proseso? Wala na po akong contact sa ex-husband ko. Oh, Len, yeah. So unang-una ito. I'm assuming na nandito ka, no? Dahil kung wala ka dito, then the court will not have jurisdiction to hear, no, to consider your divorce. So assuming nga nandito ka, nagbago po yung batas in April 2022, no? So last year nga. So it's a bit easier now to issue divorce proceedings in the United Kingdom, and most of the time it's also an online. So it's application. So kailangan mo nga lang yung marriage contract mo. So kung wala ka yon, you need to get that. Now, the complicating factor sa iyo kung wala ka ng contact dun sa asawa mo. Yung asawa mo, of course, you would need to make some effort. You need to prove that to the court that he's been served with documents yung divorce mo nga. You should really see if there's any way at all of making contact nga with him. Kung hindi, you can still apply nga for the divorce. Yung nga lang, you need to prove to the court that you've tried your best, and likelihood is he got it, no? So you would need to make an application for an order that you can go ahead even though wala nga siyang sagot, no? Now, separately from that is yung jurisdiction, no, Len? So, kahit kinasal kayo sa atin, no, pero dito na nga kayong pareho, you can absolutely still petition for divorce, and the divorce, of course, would be valid in the United Kingdom. Now, tama yung attorney mo sa atin in a way that it is not automatic sa atin, no? But because British nga yung asawa mo, and I don't know kung British ka na nga din, you can the divorce could be recognized nga in the Philippines, even though of course walang divorce nga sa atin. So chances are good that it would still be recognized nga sa Pilipinas. But yeah, the starting point, I think the immediate problem you will have is kung hindi mo alam kung nasaan siya. So you need to actually make some effort and at least in finding him. Because otherwise, komplikado eh. Because the court will say, well, hang on, have you actually served him? Anong address niya? You have to give the court enough details for him. Kung hindi mo alam kung nasan siya nakatira, anong bibigay mo? So, see if you can make that effort before you actually petition for divorce. Otherwise, you may find that the court will resist, allowing you to proceed. That you've not been able to prove that actually he has been served with the papers.
Teka muna. Kung ito ba sinasabi mo, attorney, kung siya ay nandito, kung nasa Pilipinas, yung Pinay.
Kung nasa Pilipinas siya, problema. Kung nasa Pilipinas siya,
problema, di ba?
Yeah, dahil kung nasa Pilipinas siya, problema yun. Dahil kung wala nga siya dito, then the court in the UK will not have jurisdiction to hear it. Dahil she's neither domiciled nor habitually resident in the United Kingdom. So, kahit nga Briton yung asawa mo, it doesn't mean that you can petition for divorce in the United Kingdom kung nasa Pilipinas ka. Kung nasa Pilipinas ka, then I'm afraid you're stuck with annulment.
Kung nasa Pilipinas, halimbawa, there are so many cases like that, no? They get married, mga Pilipina, thinking na they could come over to the UK. Kasal sila doon sa Pilipinas, 3, 4, 5 years, or how many years pa, wala na. Hindi naman masyadong, pinapansin sila ng British. Although, in paper, sa Pilipinas, kasal sila. Can they initiate something? Pwede ba nilang gawa ng paraan na makarating sila rito without the guy? Imposible. Imposible. Ganun ba, attorney? Hindi pwede, no?
Hindi po mangyayari yun.
Husband ko si Matthew. Kasal kami sa Paranaque o sa Makati o sa Quezon City. Ito yung marriage certificate. Hindi na siya pinapansin ni Matthew. Siguro, pinakasalan lang. And after a few, alam mo na, yung kanyang mga sweet moments lang siguro. Dahil may ilang intention ni Matthew, kung halimbawa, wala na. Si babae ba, ang mga katulad ng babae na gano'n na Pilipina, may magagawa sila? Can they come to the UK? Asawa ko si Matthew, asawa ko si Greg, o asawa ko si ito, can you go? Wala, no? You cannot, no?
Yeah. Problema dahil marriage on its own, no? Yeah, marriage on its own does not entitle you to come into the United Kingdom, no? Dahil yung it comes to come in as a spouse. So one of the things na kailangan yung pakita as a spouse is you have an existing relationship, hindi nga lang kasal. Yeah, you should of course have a valid marriage, if you're coming in as a spouse, but also that you have an existing relationship. So, you have contact at the very least. At saka kailangan niyan suportahan. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan yung pakita na ang sweldo nga niya at least 18,600 before tax. Kailangan may accommodation. So, marami kang kailangan din sa kanya. So, hindi ka na pinapansin, of course, it's a problem. So, quick answer is no.
Oo. Maski kasal ka 10 beses sa Pilipinas, hindi mara-recognize dito. Mara-recognize din eventually kung daling ka talaga dito at talagang magkasama kayo, no? Okay. Attorney, they got married in the Philippines, halimbawa, na pangasawa niya, na successful na dala rito. Okay na yan, no? The UK government will recognize that marriage. Tama?
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, a marriage in the Philippines is valid. It's valid in the United Kingdom, no? A marriage in most countries, no? As long as it satisfies nga the Marriage Act, no, the formalities nga would be recognized in the United Kingdom. Same goes for something like annulment nga, no? Would be recognized in the United Kingdom as long as it follows certain formalities, no? So no, absolutely, it would be recognized, but on its own. So even though, so you have to distinguish nga between whether something is recognized and whether or not you can come in on that basis. So kahit nga kasal kayo dito, kahit nga kinasal kayo sa atin and it's recognized nga dito. So dito, asawa kayo, no doubt about that. Ang problema nga lang, kung gusto nyo pumasok dito, pero hindi kayo sinusuportahan nga ng asawa dahil hindi na kayo nakikita, hindi na kayo pinapansin, hindi pa rin kayo hindi niyo pa rin pwedeng gamitin nga yung spousal route. Yeah. Because you only satisfy one condition out of 7.
We have a lot of cases like that. No? Marami tayong mga kababae sa Pilipinas getting married. No? Ganyan lang, thinking na that would be their ticket coming over. Tapos mamaya, wala na. Pagkatapos ng after a few months, weeks, or... Okay. Anyway, well, I guess it's okay yun. Magaganda yung mga questions. Keep them coming in, no? For the next program natin sa Thursday. Doon sa mga ngayon lang naka-tune in, late tuners, ano ito? Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Uy, naku, si
August
August.
Mateo.
August,
Yeah.
kumusta ka na?
I know
The
him.
most
Kamusta?
glamorous
Kamusta, Mateo?
Filipino sa Belgium. Ayan, si August. Hey, mabuhay ka, August. We will love you. I missed you. It's been a long time since we last spoke.
Yeah.
Masarap kasama yan. Masarap na kaibigan yan. Kuwela, masaya.
So good.
And mabait yan. Oo. And
Talaga.
nice, ha? Nagparamdam ka, August.
Yeah,
Ha? It's been,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Kumusta? No, he's so much fun, no? He's so much fun.
So,
He's very open also. No, he's very open. So thank you for
ano ba itong aking
kumusta din, no?
nakikinig?
August.
Ayan, oo. And nag-senyas ako sa no. Okay na tayo. Okay. All right. So, thank you, August. Maraming salamat. Thank you for pagbati. No? It's nagparamdam ka. Thank you very much. We missed you. And thanks, bumabata daw tayo, attorney. I don't know sa akin, pero sa attorney, bumabata. Ako,
Ito naman.
talagang na. Ito nga, I'm sporting my gray hair na, no? Oy, si Marian, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Marian, no?
She's doing well, sabi niya, no?
Oo.
Yeah, thank you po. Here in Cheltenham, it's sunny all day. It's been nice weather. Oh, talaga? Oh, yeah, Cheltenham is in Cheltenham races, no? Yeah, it's well,
Okay.
no, you're lucky.
Cheltenham, yes.
Umuulan dito.
Yeah, direct. Okay. So, umuulan din. Pagka windy sa some parts of windy rin and kumbaga common, no? So, yeah, okay. Right. Si Ma'am Cora, okay. Uy.
Si Ma'am Cora. I love
Wow.
this lady. Yeah, man. Thanks, sabi po niya, sa mga dagdag kaalaman that you've imparted to us through your advices to our fellows that we may share to those needing them. Oh, salamat po. Mabuhay po kayo, Atty. Lira, Sonny, Pola. And ikaw din, Ma'am Cora. And don't worry, I hope you're not working too hard, no? And you're inside. Napakalamig nga sa labas ngayon.
Si Ma'am Cora, is there a next travel? Kasi the last time, twice in a short span of time, nag-travel siya, no? Twice yata. Parang si Emeline Raffol. Si Lady Emeline, no? Na nasa Pilipinas pa yata.
Yeah.
Oh, we miss you. Tagal-tagal na rin. And then hopefully by itong summertime, we get the chance, guys, to get to see each other, no? So, yes, mabuhay. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, attorney, no? Thank you very much, mga kaibigan. Napahaba tayo, but masaya kasi we miss each other. Iba talaga pag magkasama kami ni attorney. It's we share, yung aming kwentuhan talagang to the max. Kaya it's lovely having you, attorney. So, attorney, baka may gusto ko pang pahabol na mga shoutouts or any last word pa, or tell them how they could get in touch with you, in case they need some, services of a lawyer, an immigration lawyer. Go ahead, please.
Thank you po ulit, no? Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. I so enjoy it. No, I so look forward to the Thursday evening immigration corner po natin. Now, kung I hope that the topic was interesting. If you want to for me to elaborate nga o kaya meron kayong mga questions, ito pong email ko. Yung apelido ko, CABATBAT @Douglas2S tapos _simon.com. Telephone number po namin 0203-375-0555, but better to email. Mag-email po kayo sa akin, meron kayong question, lagay niyo dun sa subject immigration corner. Unfortunately, otherwise when I open it, and I have a bad habit of opening my emails, madaling araw. When I close it, I can never find it again. So unless I put in a subject nga, immigration corner, and then it will come up again, no? Lagay nyo din, if you can, yung telephone number nyo po. That way, it could be that it's quite a fairly easy question to deal with. Tatawagan ko kayo. But otherwise, lagay nyo nga ng immigration corner yung email nyo nga. Kung gusto nyo itagalog, hindi of course problema. Ako namang bubukas ng email and Taglish, anuman, no? So feel free. And Kung gusto niyo more details about the topic nga today and the previous topics, have a look at our website po. Yung website namin iyan sa Douglas Simon. Ito www.douglas-simon, yung apelido ko, .com. Yeah? In the bit that says news, yung section, nandun po yung mga articles ko. So feel free to have a look, and hopefully it's of it's of help of interest to you and yours, no? But otherwise, no, salamat po for keeping us company. It's always a pleasure, no? Even more so because I have my partner in crime, Sonny.
Well, syempre, no? Yeah, equally, yes. I'm really glad pag andyan tayo, no? Magkakasama tayo. Because we are together, I feel that I am also with you. Parang ganyan, no? Sharing this information that we're giving to our kababayans watching us. Kumbaga, parang kaakbay o kabalikat, no? Na bagamat wala kang masyadong knowledge, it gives me also the feeling of pride na, uy, kasama ako habang ini-impart namin yung knowledge, andyan din ako, and I also somehow gain some knowledge every time and each time that we do the program, no? So yeah, maraming salamat. By the way, I got an info that Lady Emily will be celebrating her birthday on the 22nd, this coming Saturday na. Oh, so happy birthday. Oh, ano tayo, advance. So malapit na. Kailan ba ang birthday niya?
Yeah.
Diba? We were all together, no? And she was able to
yun na nga. Yeah.
get us all together. Si Dana, ikaw, and all of our friends, no? So happy birthday.
Yeah.
22nd yung birthday niya, no? So babuhay. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Nako, maraming salamat, attorney, no? Ako ho'y natutuwa, like I said, it's also my pride, no, being a part of this thing that's that's getting to be a source of information sa inyo, no? At well, hindi lang immigration, medyo may light topics kami. We talk about the dog, like kabuhan ngayon, at least alam niyo ho, no? Si Watson merong arthritis, rheumatic, kay Watson, attorney? Arthritis ba siya? Rheumatic, arthritis ba siya?
Rheuma.
O rheuma, nirarayuma siya. May arthritis, yan, kita nyo. Tapos, natutunan ko ngayon, although may increment, may dagdag, pero hindi ganun kalaki, no? Maski paano tumataas, hindi porke ang aso mo 9 years old na, masyadong exorbitant ang babayaran mong insurance, hindi na, no? And of course, yung, attorney, Section 55 ba yung inaano mo kanina, yung discuss mo, no? Ngayon, if you want to know more of that, like what you said, maaaring dagdag kaalaman nyo, din yun, sa website nyo, douglas-simon.com, sa news section, yung mga you personally write this, no? Ikaw gumagawa nito, attorney, no? Yung sa inyong mga topics and articles and everything. So dagdag kaalaman ho yan. So if you want to be clear at mas klaro ho sa inyo, check it out, no? And of course, when you email her, put in Immigration Corner para sa ganun mas madali. Lalagay mo lang sa subject matter. Kayo rin ho, maski ako, anybody, if you want to put in something, mas madali, no? Kung meron tayong subject sa subject. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Sa ngalan mo, attorney, no? Sa ngalan ni Direk Pao, ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabing thank you very much for being with us tonight dito sa ating Happy Thursday. We're gonna do again our Happy Thursday next week. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.